Hello. If you didn't get frustrated and bought your air ticket back to your country, you should have started your life in Japan for a month or two now. After all these paperwork, we should be able to enjoy Japan right well. Adapting the new environment is not always exactly easy. Today I am going to tell you 3 common troubles we face when living in Japan and how to deal with it. The way, some of you said you would like to hear my voice. Well, I would like to, but I am shy. I would do so if I have reached the subscriber target as shown in here. Still a long way to go, but this is life, and I hope I can have more audience so that I can share my life with all of you. Not only Japan, I like Europe too. I might talk about my trip in Europe as well in the future. Life is short and we should enjoy it while we can. The first trouble I would like to talk about is garbage collection. Before I went to Japan, in Hong Kong, throwing garbage is simple. Just throw it in a rubbish collection point. No differentiation and it is totally free. But now in Japan, you need to sort all these garbage into different category and throw it in the right place at the right time. Except Japan, I went to Italy and they seem to have similar practice, but maybe since I was a tourist in Italy, it was easier to do the differentiation in Italy than in Japan. Like registering home address, the rule of garbage collection can vary a little depending on different district. These are the most common 8 categories of Japanese waste. Well, 8 categories might sound a lot, but after you have listened my explanation, you should know that things ain't that difficult to understand. Firstly, most of the waste we produce in our daily life are burnable waste. Most importantly, waste wood can give smell like food, and leftover are burnable waste. Plastic product excluding packaging are burnable waste. Dirty plastic product are burnable waste. Dirty hygiene product are burnable waste. We hate it, the Japanese hate it. Let's burn it all. I don't need to spend too much time on explaining these. Paper and container and packaging waste are also easy to understand. Please beware that except burnable waste and non-burnable waste, please make sure that all other garbage are clean, and please rinse it if necessary. Finally, let's talk about non-burnable waste. Non-burnable waste are supposed to be rare. I mean, who would have a lot of bat, knife or other metal cooking material to throw every day? So it is totally sensible for the Japanese district office to collect these waste twice a month. The only non-burnable waste which I think it should be a bit more common should be aluminium foil. For some reasons, Japanese tend to use aluminium foil instead of a proper lid. And that's it. If you have a lot of non-burnable waste to throw, I am a little bit worried about you. Do you cut things very oftenly? Are you hiding something? Just kidding, anyway. To end this section, I have to say some items are difficult to differentiate. And please don't be frustrated because I heard Japanese themselves find it difficult to decide some of the item. To answer all our question, you can go to the website of your district and look for more detailed information. For instance, I didn't know the sheet of my medicine belongs to which category just now, right in the moment when I was making this video. So I looked for an answer on the internet to find out that it belongs to plastic product category. So definitely, you should have this PDF in your computer when you live in Japan. Now, let's talk about transportation. Since I live in Tokyo, I will focus on transportation in Tokyo only. Tokyo, Osaka, and other big cities like Nagoya, Fukuoka should have convenient transportation too. To begin with, I would like to introduce a very useful app called Navi Time. To use this app, you need to understand at least some basic Japanese. And you have to type the name of the train station in Japanese, mostly kanji. I was surprised to find out that some of my Hong Kong friends didn't have this app in their phone. Please do install it. It includes all details of your train schedule, and believe me, until now I am still so surprised with their punctuality. So in the apps you can see 3 icons. They represent 3 highlights of a route. The first one, Haya, represent earliness. Route with the Haya symbol means that this route is the fastest route. The second one, the Raku symbol, represent convenient. So, usually route with Raku symbol involve fewest interchange. Finally, the Yasu represent cheapness. Route with the Yasu symbol means that route is the cheapest route. Anyway, Japanese language is an essential skill when you are living in Japan. N1 is just the basic. If you want to lead a comfortable life in Japan, you should study Japanese languages starting today. Anyway, I will share a bit more about cheapness. One simple trick I would like to share is if you stick with either train or metro, you should usually save more money. And train, namely JR in Tokyo, is usually cheaper than metro. However, it is not always the case that JR is cheaper. So please use the apps well. Finally, rather than sharing, it is more like I would like to express my feeling. Kitchen is probably the place where you make friends in a share house. But it is also the place where troubles emerge. I can say this because I am not popular yet. But, I have to say, while most ingredient and seasoning in Japan would not make strong smell, some seasoning from the other country really mess up the whole share house. And sometimes they don't clean up the mess they created. Kitchen is like Jerusalem. If you take control of Jerusalem, you can pretty much control the religious world. As for kitchen, if you control the kitchen, you can control the smell of your share house.
Today, the followers of the Prophet Muhammad rejoice, for Muslim armies have captured the holy city of Jerusalem.
Anyway, I am poor. That's why. Thank you for watching. See you in next video.